Here's a big ET Now exclusive. After a gap of 6 years, you've seen the Reserve Bank of India give a banking license. It's a small banking license and it's been given to Bharat Pay and Centrum. The two of them have come together for a digital-first small finance bank. They're making their banking foray also via the distressed PMC banks. The idea is also to provide a rescue plan for all the depositors who have been stuck. At ET Now, we're going to get you both the newsmakers when it comes to this digital banking foray, Jaspal Bindra of Centrum and Ashwini Grover of Bharat Pay. First up, let's get to you, Centrum. Here is the top boss in conversation with my colleague Ajay Sharma.
Let me go back. Ever since my association Centrum a few years ago, we were very clear that our goal is to eventually become a bank. Today, fortunately, that goal is the reality. We were also amply clear that we want to be a retail bank. And that is why all our forays into lending over the last few years were all very retail driven, in fact, exclusively retail driven. And the final aspiration was to be digital. So being a retail digital bank was the ultimate aim. And I think our choice of partner in the banking venture was partly explains our aspiration to be digital. We have partnered with, Centrum has partnered with Bharat Pay, one of the fastest growing fintechs. And when I look at take cues from the markets outside of India, we see that there is a very large untapped opportunity for digital banking. And that is why we have sufficient motivation to make a very serious attempt at being India's first digital bank.
Right. Mr. Bindra, clearly, can you know, all your shareholders, I spoke to some of them who've been waiting patiently in your company for some time, ever since you took over, are keen to understand what will be the model, what kind of numbers are we talking about here, the size of the opportunity you're aiming at scratching, and the capital in the bank. How much capital will be coming in the entity which will be getting this license? If you could share some specifics.
Yeah, I think it is too early to probably give you a sense of the balance sheet numbers, etc. over time. But, we'll be in continual dialogue with the market and our shareholders, and we'll obviously keep them apprised of how things progress. But to your question, we can definitely address the capital issue. We had earlier also stated that between Centrum and Bharat Pay, we are committing to a capital of 1,800 crores against a regulatory requirement of 200 crores. So we clearly wanted to be abundantly capitalized. Today, I'm happy to reconfirm that 1,800 crores is the minimum that we will bring in at the commencement of business. If at all, it will be higher than 1,800.
Wow, that's encouraging to know. Mr. Bindra, what happens to your other businesses? Because as we understand, MSME and some part of the business merge with this new entity, which will be created, the commencement of the banking operations. What happens to other businesses which Centrum also houses, wealth, broking, etc.?
Yes. So to start with, our MSME and our microfinance business will merge with the small finance bank from day one. Then over time, we will continually review and implement which new businesses we initiate in the bank. And those new businesses can come from either of the sources. They can either come from completely start from scratch and be built organically in the bank, or they could be transfers from either Bharat Pay or Centrum's stable. or we could look at making third-party acquisitions from the related markets in our segment. So I think we're going to keep all these options open. The mantra is going to be growth, and we are going to tap every possible channel to grow.
Well, there you go. That's an ET Now exclusive for you. Centrum Stop was Jaspal Bindra only on ET Now, saying